Hello, this is Lady. Welcome. During this COVID-19, one of the hardest questions in childcare is, should I stay open or close my childcare? We are several months into COVID-19 and many home childcares has been shut down completely, but many are still open. The question right now in every childcare provider's mind is whether or not they should close their childcare. Before making such a tough decision, there are many factors to consider. In this video, I will be looking some of those key factors. With that said, here are the 3 concerns that every childcare provider has right now. And the first one is, how can I keep a safe and healthy environment during this pandemic? The biggest concern for many childcare providers is how to keep the children safe and healthy. This concern is raised even more when you consider that the fact that the flu season is almost here. In my case, most of my kids, they get sick. Start with one child and then the next one, and then you have a class of between 8 to 14 kids sick. If you decide to remain open, you should have a good stock of cleaning supplies, disinfecting products, non-contact thermometers, and especially personal protective equipment like masks, gloves. It's very important to keep a good stock so we can still clean and disinfect the areas. Also contact the CCRNR in licensing agencies around your area. They might have some information about programs. They also provide grants for childcare providers to ease the cost of purchase supplies and materials. The second concern that most childcare providers have today is, how can I keep myself and my family safe during this pandemic? And I believe you have the same questions as I do. As an early educator, I do fear for my health and the health of my family members. My daughter gets pneumonia when she gets a cold. My husband has asthma. So yes, I am really worried. Luckily for me, I have health insurance, but not all childcare providers have health insurance. One time in the past, I ended up in the hospital years ago. And later on, I was handed a bill of $8,000. If this ever happened to you, you have an idea about how my face was when I got the bill. Presently, health insurance is one of my biggest expenses beside my mortgage. So I never had to make that face again. But what happened to those providers who cannot afford health insurance and they are still working in a childcare environment, risking their own health? This is something that you must consider and decide whether it's a risk you are willing to take if you don't have health insurance. I really recommend everybody who is a childcare provider to have health insurance. Start calling today and make sure you have that protection for yourself. Keep in mind, in order for us to take care of others, we have to take care of ourselves, which brings us nicely to the final concern. If you decide to close your childcare, what will happen next? Here are some of the sad truths. First, you will lose your clients, which means whenever you decide to resume and come back to childcare again, you will have to start from zero. And as you guys know, that is super hard to do. In the past, months ago, I was planning to do something like that. And then I remember how hard it was for me to find clients and all the work I had to do to find those clients. And during this pandemic, I only have closed 1 week because I have too many people who depend on my service. If there is any subsidy available for childcare providers at this moment, according to CCRC, they will only pay us 10 days. 10 days that we can choose in 1 year. So if you decide to close, you won't be eligible to any kind of benefits because you are no longer in operation. It's sad, but at this moment, we don't have no protection. In the past, they will cover for 30 days in case we decided to close. But right now, at this moment, there is no help for us in case we decide to close our childcare because of the flu season or because of the pandemic. Lastly, there are no unemployment benefits for us available at this moment, which means we will have to find another way of support in case you decide to close your childcare. And remember, consider there is millions of people that they are now unemployed. That is not going to be an easy task in case we decide to close our doors. So these are the 3 different things you must take in consideration before you decide to stay open or close. I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this video? Can you relate to me? Do you have the same worries? What do you think about all this pandemic? What we should do? Share with me in the comment section here below. Also, for more informative videos like this, please like this video. Also, subscribe, click the notification button so you won't miss my next video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Hasta pronto. See you soon.